emergency action. That man is the spellbinder and I want his credentials. Grab that hobo.
Thank you, Professor. Have to make an example out of him. Ringleader, you know what he does? The gang does.
Jeez, oh Pete, let me go!
You can you tag on Main Street after that old girl last Sunday?
We were not tagging.
Don't you contradict me.
We were just walking together. Jeez, oh Pete.
You watch your phraseology. I know you to my little Gracie Senior. Now you stay away from my old school. You'll give me to who laid the rails. Hill, I'll talk to you Monday morning about this pen thing over at City Hall at 10 o'clock sharp. Men, I want that spellbinder's credentials.
Constable, I'll take care of the boy. You don't know this kid. He's tough. He's got a gang waiting outside. Now, Constable, I know how to pick up a gang. Excuse me, miss. Oh, miss. What's your name?
Anita, I don't have any idea you expected.
Do you know Tommy Sheelis?
Well, I do, but...
Tommy, this is Anita. Excellent young lady. By the way, the candy kitchen.
Yes, sir. Do I have to?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Professor, you're a pretty bright young fellow. You've made a couple of mistakes, though.
Oh.
The mayor happens to own the billiards parlor and that pool table.
Oh, what was my other mistake?
That's Anita. She's the mayor's oldest daughter.
Just a minute here, Professor Hill. We'd like to see your credentials.
We're the school board.
Academic certificates.
Nothing of the kind.
We need letters and papers.
Make him put up a bond. What am I hearing? Say, ice cream.
Ice cream. I don't see human, if that's
All right. Talk then. Down here.
Ice cream.
Talk slow.
Ice cream.
See is the only just thing talking.
Ice cream.
Lady, from now on, you won't see one of these men without the other three.
Oh, Professor, you're wrong. Why have hated each other for 15 years?
Ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. How can there be any sin insincere? Are we sincerely in love? I don't suppose you live alone or anything. No. I guess I wouldn't care about the Philadelphia.
Mr. Hill!
Professor.
Professor of what? Public policy they give men a degree for annoying women on the street, like a Saturday night rally at a public dance hall.
I'm not so sure of that. I'm a conservatory man myself. Gary, Indiana, gold, middle class, walk by.
Even should that happen to be true, does that give you the right to follow me around wherever I go? And another thing, Mr. Hill, I'm not as easily mesmerized or hoodwinked to some of the people in this town, and I think it only bears warning that I have a shelf full of reference books in there that may very well be some interesting information about you.
Oh, Professor Hill, we're all agog, simply agog.
On the Clippy.
Everyone's so excited about the band.
I'm Ethel Toffenmeyer, and this is Mrs. Squires and Mrs. Hicks, and of course Megan Lynn, Kathleen Shin, our Mary's wife. Aren't you excited, Eulalie? Oh, I couldn't say. I could not say. I could not say at this time. My husband wished to investigate. I'm sure. Naturally, I'm reticent. Oh yes, reticent.
That's great, Mrs. Shin. But you see, part of my music. No, wait! You have a get Mrs. Shin.
I've
The way you raised it.
I've been with Grace.
But that's a full rhythm.
Mr. Hill.
You must accept the chairmanship related to purely classic things. Mustn't you, women?
Oh, yes,
it
is. You lately forget Shin. Oh, well, I
accept this.
Yes, indeed. And I would like to say...
Thank you. Now, the young woman who plays the piano, Marian Brew, I believe. After all, she is the librarian.
Pick a little talk, pick a little talk, tick, tick, tick. Walk a little more, pick a little talk, pick a little talk, tick, tick, tick. Walk a little more, pick a little talk, pick a little talk, tick, tick, tick. Walk a little more, pick a little talk, pick a little talk, tick, 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 tick. Professor, her compliments is tick, tick, tick.
Any committee. Of course, I should tell you this when she advocates dirty books.
Dirty book?
And the worst thing, of course I should tell you this, but the man that does
Stop! I'll tell. She made brazen overtures to a man who never had a friend in this town. Till she came here. Old Miser Madison.
Miser Madison? Madison Gymnasium, Madison Picnic Park, Madison Hospital, that Miser Madison?
exactly who'd he think he was anyways.
Well, I should say, show off. Gave the town library building too, didn't he?
Well, that's just it. When he died, he left the library building to the city.
But he left all the books to her.
She received coming and going from this place.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That will make brazen overtures. The gilded guarantee. She had a golden glint in her eye and silver voice and counted rings. Was melted down in your deal all the flesh, cold as steel here, where a woman's heart should be.
He left River City, the library building, but he left all the books to her.
Chaucer.
Just a minute here. Leading your graduate.
Yes, of course. Walk right to the top. Come with me. Good night, ladies. Miss Brew, do you realize that the basic characteristics of a born-in virtuoso?
I'm not trying to stand for the trial, Professor.
If you're born with that same virgin at those splendid cheek muscles, by George, nothing could ever be good at playing the cornet.
Oh, is that so? And to the name is St. Bridget, why not?
Well, you see, all the famous cornet players were Irish. Clark, Mendes, Klein.
But Professor, we are Irish.
No, really? That doesn't. Sign here, Mrs. Brew. Your boy was born to play the cornet. Fine. That'll be $7 earned each month. Nothing wrong if you went to the band, play this very precious. Oh, and of course, I'll be meeting your enemies for his uniform.
His uniform?
Hello, son.
Would it have,
That's right. Signal me, my boy, a wide bed by my side. What do you think of that?
You'll have to excuse me, Professor. We can't get him to say 3 words a day, not even to us. So if you will get him to play the band, it will be a miracle. Where are you from, Professor?
Gary, Indiana. In fact, Gary, Indiana Conservatory was my alma mater.
Was she now?
Gold medal class of 5. Hello, Miss Marian. Mr. Hill.
He wants to go live up in the band.
We're not interested. Why not let the boy's father decide? The boy's father's dead. Anything else?
Professor, I do hope you'll excuse Mary. She's not really...
It's okay. I'm still deep down. She has the same heart as me. In the meantime, good day to you, Mrs. Brew.
Good day to you too, Professor. Marian Crew!
Has he gone?
I hope not forever. Darling, don't you ever think of your future. Gary and Dan Conservatory class of Ought 5. Now, darling.
Now, Mama, the fact that he claims his commodities music does not in this particular case impress me.
All right, darling, all right. Well, it's a well-known principle that if you keep reflecting one door and steal in another, you'll never strike my
Mama! Winthrop! Winthrop, I know you're there. Please go to the
library and asked Miss Scrub for the book I set aside. It's a large brown volume with black corners. Indiana State Educational Journal, 1890 to 1910. Do I have to? You don't have to talk to anyone. I've written it all down.
Now, what are you up to? Why do you need books at this hour of the night?
I have a feeling that the Indiana State Journal will help me poke some large holes in the professor's claims.
Meet me after supper.
Meet you where? The footbridge. Last time the Rumbyard, and now the footbridge, and where will you meet me after that? In the black hole of Calcutta? Egad! Tommy, it's Papa!
Didn't I say get this bell bond or Harold House credentials? I said the morning of July 4th, 1912.
Yes, George, but...
And now the whole town's turned upside down. The school board is thinking up street and down alley instead of tending to city matters.
Mayor Shin, I found some very interesting information about this in this book about Professor Hill's alma mater,
Is who?
his university.
I know all about that. In fact, that's the only thing I can get out of him. Gary Conservatory class of all 5.
If you just take the time to look into it, you won't have to look much farther. It's just on page...
Papa, the Wells Fargo wagon is just coming up from the depot.
At this hour of the day, the Wells Fargo wagon?
It could be the band instrument.
Band instruments. I want that man's credentials.
The Wells Fargo wagon is coming down the street. Oh, please let it be for me. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming down the street. I wish I knew what it could be. I got a box of maple sugar on my birthday. In March I got a great apple. And once I got some grapefruit from Tampa. I got reports sent me a laptop and a cross-cut straw. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming down the street. A pretty surprise to see of me. It could be curtains or dishes or a double boiler, or it could be yes, it could be yes, you're right. It surely could be something special, something very, very special now, just for me.
It's the band instrument. Here you go, Winthrop. Gee, next, Professor Math. You'll each receive individual instruction books in due course. In the meantime, stay off the streets, get acquainted with your music instruments, and play. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. La-di-da.
La-di-da.
Mister, I never thought he'd be anything but scrumptious as I was just think. Oh, mister.
We're on one for you, Mr. Hill, but I better do some by guy tuning out of those horns in pretty short order, or I'll see you in front of the grand jury. Now, Miss Marion, about that book.
I've never seen Winthrop so happy. Thank you, Professor Hill.
Start up, Marcellus. Wait till you see the new steps Professor taught us. All right, what'll it be? Le Shaboopy.
Now, focus in the very first day is usually a hustle. And when we focus on the second time out, it's anything but busting. Well, when we focus the third time around, hang the clouds, feel the ground. She's a girl everybody's found. She's good, shaboopy, 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 shaboopy. The girl is hard to get. Shaboopy, shaboopy, shaboopy. But you can't win her yet. Come on, Professor, show me your steps.
You know what I see written all over your form school? Get out, Papa, get out!
Papa, please. Captain looks like he ain't flooding all over your place. Egot!
You watch your phraseology. I'm gonna go home.
Mayor kid, if you didn't happen to know, I'm vouching for Tommy Dealers. That boy's got the confidence of every time. He'll be standing in line, waiting to shake his hand at that band for his first performance.
By the time our band plays the first performance, the individual members will need to foregather in wheelchairs, got the broken legs they'll get from tripping over their beards. Now I'll tell you something, my fine young feathered, my feathered young, never mind. Oliver, JC, Alan. I want that man's references and I want him tonight. Don't laugh or sight. He's slicker than Mississippi sturgeon.
Professor Hill, I think Mayor Tim has behaved abominably. And I think it wonderful for you coming to Tommy's defense.
Man can't dodge the issue every time he meets his match. What does the poet say? Calvin dies a thousand deaths. The brave man, the 500.
Something like that. I'm wanting to talk to you about Winthrop's cornet.
Cornet, mother of pearl keys.
I'm sure it's fine. He tells me about some think system. If he thinks to make you at G, he won't have to bother with any of those. Now,
Mr.
Professor,
Mayor, the think system is a revolutionary method, I'll admit. When I can't discuss it in public, I may call. When may I call?
why, any night this week?
Thank you.
Approved. Please join the Authority Committee. We're not here tonight to interview with Professor Hill.
You dance is very fitting. The booties for your power. Golden shimmering hair and silver shoes for all to see. We know that you will soon unfold your giving part of purest gold here, where woman's heart should be. Fairy princess, ruby floral, golden shimmer, silver shoes. Now gold, heart of gold, here where woman's heart should be. The professor told us to read those books, and we simply learned them all. Chaucer,
Rabelais, Balzac. Mama! Winthrop, where have you been? Fishing. Fishing? With Harold. He told me all about his hometown, Gary, Indiana, and he said he'd take me there someday. He also told me a poem that hardly had any F's in it. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, let me tell you once again. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, that's the sound that knew me when. If you'd like to have a logical life of baseball, I'm the half and I'm the delegate think of baseball. I'm the seventh out, I'm on the seventh baseball. There's just one place that can light my face. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, not Louisiana, Paragraph, New York, or but Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, my home sweet home. I'll be back in a minute just to show her else my real life frog.
You the piano teacher in town?
Why, yes.
Then you must know how to spell hello from the boys' band here.
Yes.
Well, don't let me worry no more. I got the goods on him in spades, swindling two-bit foreigner. I'm just passing through. Remember, he only needs a 15-minute water stop. Who are you? Name's Charlie Cowbell, Anvil salesman. But right now, I'm about to start the good name of the traveling fraternity from this swindler.
Mr. Powell, you're making a big mistake.
Mistake my own latest corset cover. That fellow's been the raspberry seed in my wisdom tooth just long enough. He spoiled Illinois for me, he's not going to spoil Iowa. Say, what kind of music
and he never will.
You'll never catch that train to Depot. We have to get it at the crossing.
No, sir, I've got to leave word. And I see you ain't the one to leave it with.
Try me. There's your train now. Run for it.
Neither one of you have the last of me, girly girl.
And Marion, dear, who is she talking to just? Why, Professor Harold Hills.
Real call the evening, Miss Marion.
You and Mary come up and said, I've got some jelly on the stove. There's no jelly on the stove, Mama. Then I'll put some on.
Shall we set, as your mother said?
Well,
You did ask me.
Professor Hill, is it true that you... What I'm trying to say is, I must be very uncomfortable for a manager experience.
What makes you say that?
One hears rumors of traveling salesman.
Oh, and one hears rumors of librarian.
I suppose you're referring to Uncle Matty.
Uncle Maddie?
Mr. Madison, my father's best friend. No matter what they say, he left me in a short job to the library, so Winthrop Mother and I would have some assured security. Surely,
Of course not. Well, why do they keep us smart these rumors?
narrow-mindedness, jealousy. Jealousy mostly, I guess.
Exactly. And jealousy leads mostly to rumors about traveling salesmen, don't they?
So, if you say another traveling salesman, or somebody was jealous, they could be down our lives, couldn't they?
What could?
Rumors and things.
Why, of course.
It just proves we should never believe everything we hear.
Miss Marion, I don't want to discuss anything in the world with you. Can't we do a little sitting down? You do sit. Your knees bend and all.
We could sit on porch steps.
We can sit along the footbridge.
I couldn't think of it. I've never been to a footbridge with a man in my life.
Meet me at the footbridge in 15 minutes.
I just can't. Some other time.
My dear little librarian, pile up enough tomorrows and you realize all you have is a bunch of empty yesterdays. I don't know about you, but I want to make this day worth remembering. Now, footbridge, 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Mama! What? I just told Professor Hill I'd meet him at the footbridge in 15 minutes. Glory be, it seems to be praised. It works. What does? I've used the thing system on you from the parlor. Breathe in and breathe and breathe out. One Grecian, two Grecian, two Grecian, and they found him.
Stop, listen to this man, listen.
You gullible green grass goat. I'm talking about Harold Hill, road agent, highwayman, pickpocket.
Pickpocket.
Same thing. He's had his hands in your wallet, mister, and yours, madam, and yours, old lady, ever since the first moment he came to this town. There's more documented evidence on this man than you'll ever have time to read. There isn't any van, there never has been any van, and there never will be any van. And if you don't have this man down right now like a mad dog, there won't be any Harold Hill either. He'll be on the next train out of town.
Now you believe me?
Well, what are we waiting for?
I want my money back.
Money back, I want his hide.
After him, when you find him, bring him to the schoolhouse. After him.
Hey, Greg, some crazy guy's going around town stealing everything.
All right, boss, get Rick.
I got it.
Time for freight go.
9:40 at the junction.
Well, it's not even 8:30 yet.
Look, you want to turn a whirl around here and get yourself caught up with that? You go ahead, but I don't
Don't
worry.
worry, boss. I'll be at the hotel in plenty of time. Miss Marion, you're late.
But you said 15 minutes.
I'd say about 26 years late. To get all this time to get to the footbridge. Oh,
If you want to know the truth, it was almost longer.
oh.
By here, I nearly turned back. I suppose I'm not the first to find it easier to think clearly, not under the spell of your salesmanship.
Miss Marion, surely I haven't been selling you under anything, have I?
No, you've given me something. That's why I decided to come.
I certainly don't recall giving you anything.
Yes, you have. Something beautiful.
Marion,
There were bells on the hills, but I
missed. Hey, Greg.
Excuse me, unexpected something from Hector Gurley voice. This could be it. Now what?
Who's the salesman here? Sounds to me like she's selling and you're buying.
Had to keep her off balance, didn't I?
Yeah, well now she's so far off balance you can't tell her from a cowbell in a hurricane.
Excuse me, Greg. There are pieces of lady business. Now then, where were we? You were about to tell me what I didn't know about you. Oh, well, we don't need to discuss about that. No, or ever for that matter. The librarian hasn't felt much like doing research lately, but she did plenty when you first came. Oh, and about what? About Professor Hal Hill, gold medal class of on 5. Harry, there wasn't any gold medal class of on 5. Why, because the town wasn't built till on 6. You knew all the time? I've known since July 7th, 3 days after you came. Wow. You little
Hey! He's not anywhere over here. Let's check down by the creek.
Hey, wait a minute here, son. I'm not your thumb. Leave me go. Until I talk to you for a minute.
I won't listen. You won't tell me the truth anyway.
Would do.
Would not.
Would do. Tell you anything you want to know.
Can you lead a band?
No.
Are you a big liar?
Yes.
You a dirty rotten crook?
Yes.
Leave me go, you big liar.
What's the matter with you? I told you the truth. Now, didn't I? Now I told you all the evidence, so maybe you should just stop wiggling. There's 2 things you're entitled to know. One, you're a wonderful kid. I thought so from the first. That's why I put you in the band. Just so you could quit moping because you're sorry for yourself.
What band?
I always think this is a man, kid.
What's the other thing I'm entitled to know?
Well, the other thing is particularly any of your business now that I think about it.
I wish you'd never come to River City. No, you don't. Victor, you believe him? I believe every word he ever said. But how every kid in River City looked after this summer, especially you, the parents too. Well, you do, don't you? No. Now, go, Harold, please.
I can't.
Why not?
The first time in my life, I got my foot caught in the door.
Greg, they're here! That way, that way!
Come on, Professor. That way, that way.
Virtue has triumphed. The sword of retribution has cut down Professor Hill. And if there are those who I have heard who are melting tar and collecting feathers, I will not say them nay.
Well, I should think there ought to be some of you who can forget our everlasting, eye-stubborn, chip-on-the-shoulder arrogance long enough to remember River City before Hal Hill came. Well, do you? And if so, I think you'd want to admit it.
We're wasting a great deal of time here, and if there's a person in this hall who doesn't think this hill should be tarred and feathered, please step forward. You really step back. Have you people forgotten how you bought expensive uniforms, technical instruction books, and high-priced band instruments? Have you people forgotten the clear understanding and warranty that your children will be taught to play in a band? Or where's the band? Where's the band?
Think, man. Think.